Alrighty then, we're back for another one. And yeah, also, almost forgot. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, almost forgot that one. Can't forget it. Not too important. But yeah, I guess it's a bit of a weird week for me. Not knowing when what's happening. But at least today I know that nothing is happening, hence we are EU4ing, jotting it up. Not so sure about tomorrow and Friday, but we'll see about that when we get there. For today, it's just, well, the usual, right? The usual. I think on Monday we did leave off in the middle of a war. Not an overly important one, just kind of in the middle of it, yeah, if I remember correctly. Cleaning up the shock and fighting some Sarhalis because of it. And then I think I remember we had a few things lined up, but also a lot of truces across the board. So I think we will have to find some targets. We'll have to find some nice targets. So, back in once again. Because I think in the as far as the east was concerned, what was it? Mo Huang is 5 years, the command is 6 years, yeah. I think the Elephant Command was... Okay, yeah, the Elephant Command is gonna be, well, a year until that. And then in the west we only have really Bussilar who we can fight. And that's 7 years still. So yeah, a lot of truces all across the board. So I likely will... I don't know, I feel like today we will be messing around a bit in Sarhal. I think I will want to expand in here. Maybe with full mana. Take some... I think primarily along the coast here could be good. I want to link up these territories. Maybe gobble up Yagab Faru, Kulugyash. Get some trade areas. But first, we are dealing with Binvarji. Also, I did remember... Or well... I guess I didn't remember, I checked it out, that maybe we could sabotage recruitment, because honestly, we have a lot of spy networks, right? This is one thing I've been thinking about. We have a lot of spy networks, and I rarely use them. Obviously, they get used for just getting more siege ability, but we have unlocked all the cool bit, like most of the big cool abilities, right? But we don't use them, and like the command, we're not gonna fight them for 7 more years, so we don't really need the spy network currently. Also, goddamn, they have 70 spy detection. Sure. But, I guess I should have definitely done this sooner. I always thought sabotage recruitment was something about actually recruitment, but no, it lowers their manpower recovery speed by 20%. And it's 5 years, so for the command, that should be substantial. It should be something decently substantial. I don't think I overly care about anyone else that we have spy networks on. So let's just get back to what we were up to here. And also, I guess, what was the situation with the Elephant Command? They have basically nothing. They have a single fort. Let's send a single... Well, neither of you is a siege fighter, huh? I wanted to send someone over to... Okay, sure. You. The army of Panoril, go and deal with the Elephant Command when that becomes relevant. And AAA Jinx, we're just getting started, just getting settled in. First of all, we have to just finish up a war that we started on Monday. Didn't really manage to get this done. Currently a bit, but it shouldn't be a complicated one. Just I figured out we would have to occupy some territory, and didn't quite have time for it last time. So like that. Preparing for a presentation I worked on yesterday. Gladly it won't be graded. I guess, I know, depends on the presentations. I'd say I usually liked presentations, as long as it wasn't about, I guess, something overly complicated or something that I have literally no clue about. Otherwise, I think I was relatively okay with presentations. Though I think that was largely a me thing. For real though, I just started working on it yesterday. Okay, it's one of those situations. As if I didn't know, I very much was also a... well, just... We always have tomorrow, right? You can always leave things for tomorrow. And then, oh, it suddenly is tomorrow. Well, who would have thought that that could happen? Who would have thought that tomorrow can actually come? It was an epic topic, though. What is the topic then? Something, because, as I said, like, the topic very much does dictate it, doesn't it? If it's interesting or not. pH indicators. So fairly easy. Well, okay, I guess chemistry. I guess I know. I would say I would want to say that I like chemistry, but the reality of it is I never really... It's more biology. Well, I guess actually like what level are we talking about? Are we talking about, like, I don't know, high school level pH stuff, or is this like, I don't know, university level, college level? Because I guess that would change it quite a bit. And okay, I'm very happy. So, okay, uni level. Okay, well, okay, yeah, uni level. Then I guess I would have no clue then. I guess like biology, chemistry, I somewhat understand things there, but I don't know, in like the end of high school I sort of started checking out. And okay, now this is very nice. So I know that was last time. We got 2 more groups of gnomish, I guess, immigrants, and I was hoping that it would lead to 2 more Gomo petitions, and it indeed has led that far, so we can get another Gomo charter. That's gonna be very useful, and then these will evolve into something useful. If I remember correctly, the one in Sarisung was something about being sneaky, so it might be spy network related. We'll have to see when that comes around. Anyways, how is everything over there in Estonia, Latvia, or Lithuania? I don't know, the Baltics, I guess. Well, not the Latvia. Let's begin with that. And I guess nothing much really. I guess the weather. It's been cold. That is what I can say. It's the start of May, and I think we had like 0 or even -1 degrees Celsius during the night at least, which well, very much not what you would expect here at the start of May. Has been very sunny over on your end. Well, goddamn, I would also... Then again, I wanted to say I would appreciate some sun, but honestly, maybe, I don't know. I'm already expecting that I'm gonna get cooked during the summer, so honestly, maybe this slight cool period is also not half bad. And okay, now, isn't this a choice? Our nation is currently undergoing a substantial development in architecture. Numerous monumental buildings, architectural wonders, and other constructs such as aqueducts and schools are being erected. We can spend 2,000 crowns for 300 mana. That seems very worth it. I was saving up the money for some other things, but, well, you don't get this choice often. So, we will support the good old architecture. You go there, you go there. Latvia has a nice flag. Shame it's too similar to the Austrian flag. Yeah, that is that's, I'd say, often a point of confusion, point of problems. Well, not really problems, just, yeah, a bit of confusion about which is which flag. I don't. Well, if either you don't find it confusing or you do find it confusing, I say that it does pop up from time to time, at least when talking to some people. At least I do remember it has happened previously. Not a lot, but oh wait, we lost. Oh yeah, right. These claims. Yeah, those were just basic claims. Doesn't matter. Nice, some free conversions. Oh, not this again. Not the Cult of the Sacred Love again. We had this once before. Okay, now, we do not have an army nearby. I guess I'm sending one troop over. We will send over another one. Annoying. It's just that one has pretty much beef with Finland and the other fucked over Germany. And got away with it by playing the victim. Well, I don't feel like I want to get into this again. And also, do you mean that we have beef with Finland? Because I'd say Latvia. I wouldn't be aware where we have beef with Finland, if that's what you mean. Lack of officers. This isn't what I wanted. Piss. Getting even slower reinforced speed would be tragic, but 5 army professionalism is 5 army professionalism. I guess we will take slower reinforced speed. This is until 83, so 15 years. 15 years. Army tradition is good for now, so... Sure. I just didn't know what else to say about Latvia. Well, yeah, that is the thing about us. There isn't exactly a whole lot to say about us, is there? Yeah, eating egg bread. How else? Well, I guess what I did have lunch some time ago. What did we actually have? Just had like some bean, vegetable salad, and a few sausages. Do like a good sausage. I know. I feel like my day-to-day eating is not all that interesting. I don't think I have any quirks or anything like that. At least in that department. Though it is an omelette every morning. Every breakfast it's an omelette. Oh, what's this? We get a seat of the court. So, where do we want to go? Also, I have to say, I have been feeling that core creation cost. We already have so much of it. Askasur, I feel like, won't be the main capital anymore. I feel like it might be worth it to consider some other places as well. Reinforce cost and movement speed in Sramaya honestly doesn't even seem bad. Also trade efficiency in Brasan, because 10% trade efficiency would be a bit of money. But Askasur is the easy option. Well, I think for now... Honestly, for now, I will go to Sramaya. Let's get some movement speed. Why not? And then what's about the Finns again? I mean, Estonia has beef with them because they can't get into the Nordics. And, oh yeah. Well, I know, I would say, what would be the more interesting stuff about us? We do have a little bit... I guess, no, that's not relevant anymore. What would be worth mentioning about us? I don't know. I guess, yeah, like, there would be some things that I could mention, but it would be all, I guess, smaller, just less important stuff. Yeah, I guess we haven't really done anything global scale, really. We did colonize some places. We did have a colony in South America and Africa. No one's gonna take that from us. So there you go. That's your little tidbit. And also, okay, so the previously mentioned Gomo Intelligence Division in Sarisang. So it was what I was expecting. The Gomo Guild has established a variety of interests in Sarisang over the last years. They seem to have their hands in every deal struck in the city and are always found where money is earned. They have now made us an offer to gain access to their resources and intelligence contacts around the city, in return for a number of privileges and the legalization of their activities by establishing a Gomo division in the city. So this is... spy network construction plus 15%, and they get a little bit of local goods produced. Yeah, so we build a lot of spy networks, so this will surely come in handy. Colonizing isn't really a good thing, though. Well, I don't think we're talking about good things, are we now? I'm pretty sure we're talking about literally anything that's noteworthy about a country. Okay, some mercenaries have disappeared, and some new ones have become available. And okay, all of you get in there. Do they have a decent... What is their general? Okay, they do have an okay general. It might be a bit of a fight. Yeah, some casualties will be suffered. But oh boy, they sure do suffer more than we do. Yeah, it was 10k or something. And okay, turned out good for us. And then... Actually, how much did I even need from them? So, where are we? Binvarji. I think mostly I just wanted to... Yeah, we can break some alliances. We can break some alliances, and I think I wanted to take all their money, because they do have a decent amount of money. And they're not willing to give it. So that means we beat you up more. That means we beat you up a little bit more. I guess we can split off. Take some of the basic provinces. I don't really want to fight them too much. Also, right, where are... Okay, the armies are getting here. What's this? Ogres! Welcome, welcome. We will help them a little bit. A little bit of tolerance for ogres. Who doesn't love it? You do have to be a little bit careful with what these armies are doing, walking around everywhere. Okay, and the other Gomo petition, yes, you can definitely establish yourselves. Oh, and these ones give already 5% artificer loyalty. So, okay, I assume these ones will be something related to artificery, which honestly, I'm quite happy with that. I do want to make use of artificers this time around. Okay, let's go away from there. That might be a bit dangerous. Oh, they don't even have a general there. What are you doing, boys? Well, that's fine by me. Goblins. Okay, how are we looking on... Oh my god, Gnollish refugees. Ah! So much stuff. Yes, let the Gnolls in. Okay, and what's this? How did the Great Spirits become great? The enigmatic Great Spirits had long been subjects of fascination and curiosity among scholars, theologians, and those who delved into the mystical realms. Their origins and the source of their incredible power remain shrouded in mystery, prompting countless individuals to pore over ancient scrolls and myths in search of answers. As the rending of the realms unfolded, this curiosity found a powerful resonance in the heart of Elazar I, the ruler of the land, who yearned to unravel the secrets of these enigmatic beings. The ruler's thirst for knowledge concerning the spirits and their unparalleled magical might was not confined to the palace. It swiftly spread throughout the nation and even beyond its borders. People from all walks of life began to contemplate the possibilities and mysteries surrounding these beings. One seemingly unremarkable evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast long shadows across the land, a scholar made a request that would forever change the course of Elazar I's quest for understanding. The message was delivered by soldiers, a simple yet cryptic statement that read, "I can teach you how to become as great as the spirits themselves." This unexpected and intriguing proposition left Elazar I with a choice to make, one that could potentially unlock the secrets of the great spirits and their extraordinary power. Oh, this is, Elazar I becomes Devouring Path. Well, we're not gonna be doing it, but this sure is a funky event, so I thought my first assumption would be that this leads you down the road of basically becoming the spirits, becoming like a spirit army, spirit nation. But I was pretty sure that this is only available in some very specific cases. So maybe it's something different. But then again, is the Devouring Path the ogre religion? Oh, okay, the Devouring Path is just the... It's the ogre. It's the Eastern ogre religion. Yeah, that's a weird option. In a different playthrough with a different nation, maybe it would be something, but not for us, not this time around. Oh, okay, didn't even log. That was very easily done. Okay. So, let's leave these armies here for now. Actually, no. Okay, you know what? Since both of you are here, we can use you to deal with... you're gonna deal with the Elephant Command while you're here. Okay, more ogre migrants. Yes. It would be very nice if we could take this city before they capture any of our places. Okay, there goes the piece with the Elephant Command. Yeah, when we get in place. When we get in place, we're gonna declare... Also, where are you, Binvarji? I do want all their... Oh, they are willing to give us all their money. Okay, and then we break the meaningful alliances that they have, because I am interested in maybe expanding here myself, and I don't want them to participate. Yes, can we squeeze out war reparations? Almost. Okay, maybe we can squeeze out war reparations as well. That would be something. Okay, that should do it. No, not yet. Will that do it? You! Annoying. City demands a seat. Which city is this? Oh yeah, sure, you can... Yes, you can get a seat. Why not? And okay, we can get our money, we can break the alliances, boom, bam, bish, bash, bosh. That's done. That's done, so now get... Get everyone out of here. Orcish refugees, yeah, keep letting them in. And I guess, how does this look for us now? So the big question is, can I get Eberithil? Oh, I can get Eberithil. Is this a full annexation for them, actually? No, it's not a full annexation. I guess they must have some... I assume they must have some colonized provinces somewhere that aren't a colonial nation yet. Maybe. Or maybe they are just separate like this. Okay, we will take that in one-piece deal. So we can get Eberithil, the coastline of Deshak, and you know what, might as well just take all the Deshaki lands here in the desert as well. Doesn't really change too much. And of course all their money, which isn't a lot, but it's a bit. And that's that. That is that. Pour it all up. Okay, and get all the armies out. Once again, some noticeable attrition losses, but oh well. And okay, time for the elephant command to go. Carpeta, sure, doesn't matter. Oh, we don't have a diplomat. Well, sure, I guess we have to wait a month. Or alternatively... Oh yeah, new trade goods. Ooh, we got spices. Very nice. In the middle of the desert, though. That's a bit... Okay, gnomish artifice. Many of the gnomes working at the Gomo branch office research the interactions between magic and science. Their products and results are commonly referred to as artifice. These developments regularly encroach on the domain of the mages, that traditionally held the monopoly on magical services. We have been petitioned by a powerful mage guild to disallow any further research of this kind in the gnomish quarter. I think you can go fuck yourself. Yep. Okay, also technology. We do have the next admin tech available for only 650. It's true, and this will be big because this is a new idea group. A new idea group. So, I guess time for some considerations, which I have had some. We have 3 more idea group slots, which honestly isn't that much to work with. And then, what are the options that I'm considering? There is obviously quality. There is also quantity, which is just always good. Religious is, I think, sort of pointless at this. Well, it's not pointless, but I think it's a bit weird because we already have so many religious bonuses. I'd want to say that, like, do we even gain anything anymore from even going religious? We don't really need anything. Same sort of goes for tolerance. At some point, I think I wanted to pick up tolerance ideas, but except for the national unrest and separatism, there's not really a whole lot going on here. And the idea cost reduction also is a bit pointless since it's almost the last idea. I think out of admin, infrastructure. Infrastructure is very much still intriguing, and it could be very good for what we are doing. Plus, I think it does have some nice policies. It does have some nice policies. But then I have also been considering some... Well, okay, diplomatic ideas have trade. That's not funky, that's just outright good. Trade would be very good, since we already make so much money from it. But a slightly funky idea which I had was maritime ideas. Because it also has trade. Like, it also has trade stuff. It has naval stuff, which we do need a navy. We do need to compete navally at least somewhat in Castanor. So that would be a way to do it. And where was it? And I think something is wrong here, I'm not quite sure, but a whole boatload of sailors. And I was thinking, it gives us marines. So usually marines would be... no one cares about marines, right? I don't think anyone does, at least. But there is a but. We always struggle with manpower because we are elves and we don't get manpower. It's simple as that. We don't get any we don't get any manpower. But we do have a reduction for sailors, but not nearly as much. Well, I guess we also don't gain nearly as many. So my idea was, would it be something to actually use marines? Because it basically gives us another manpower pool to work with. So that's something I've been thinking about. I don't know if it would be the best. I'm not quite sure how good it would be. But it's though I guess even if I lean in that way, I doubt it would be the next idea group, right? I think the next one should be something slightly more reliable, along the lines of either quality or trade. Because what policies did we have? I think as far as quality goes, we have innovative, so modern firearms, very much a thing. Very much a thing. The rest is a bit so-so. As for trade, I think we can pick up, yeah, we already have innovative ideas gives trade efficiency, admin ideas gives trade efficiency, aristocratic would be another merchant. There definitely are options here. I think maybe trade, honestly, maybe trade could be it, just to really get the money going. We already are making some decent bank, but well, okay, sure. Let's pick it up. Oh yeah, also that was town halls. That's big. So I guess also there is the fact that which mana points do we have the most of? I guess theoretically diplomatic hasn't been, because we don't have that much of an overflow lately. Especially since we still need to pick up another tech level, which is actually a useful one. But I guess money is just... money is just good. Or quality. Well, I feel like both of these will end up being picked up. And I was considering quantity, mostly not because we are struggling with manpower. I don't think we're struggling anymore. But it would be a way to make it so that we just don't really have to worry about manpower anymore. Plus, we also have admin ideas, so that would be another 15% manpower recovery speed. But I guess the rest is a bit nothing. Well, you know what? I think, sure, trade. Trade it is. And now, do we wait out the next tech? I think no, considering that the first one is already 20% global trade power, I think let's pick that up right away. And then I will save up for the technology now, for limes. That gives us 2 deckers. So we'll wait for that. And okay. Now, where were we? What the hell are we doing? I kind of got lost in it all. Right, we have to declare a war here. We have to declare a war here. Doesn't matter. We are waiting for the Right. Right. I forgot, and then I remembered, and then I forgot again. We're doing stuff. Also, as far as money goes, I feel like soon enough I do want to finally do this mission tree. So first we will need money for the Blessed River, and then I want to do the founding of the Jadd Zar. Mostly just for the military buildings that we'll be able to construct there. Those ones are quite good from what I remember. Well, some of them were good, some of them were a bit ass. But mostly they were good and worth it. Okay, so your job is to wipe. You really have to path along that way. Sorry, Elephant Command. I know you converted to the Jadd, but as I said, that's not enough to tide me over. Sorry, but no sorry. You're gonna have to try a bit harder than that. And damn, that was a incredibly lucky siege. Literally just took 15 days. Actually, wait, you can go there. Well, time to eliminate this enclave. I do wonder, there is a war going on here in the southeast. I guess Araf Quillin has some claims. I doubt the borders will change too much. Most likely just a few provinces would be my assumption. So how are we looking? Conversions are all caught up. Conversions are all caught up. Religious zeal, religious zeal. Okay. Marital bliss. I think we can do without a royal contribution to the money. And okay, there goes that. Now how much? We have 59 overextension to spare. How much do all these lands cost? Not 59, so 240. Yeah, I guess the Elephant Command was very much just on their last legs, so that's a quick one. Also, that was incredibly quick. I know. I expected at least the 1/4 to hold a little longer. Okay, that's that done. Teplin people fully taken. Okay. I think they also, yeah, they also had nicely converted everything to the Jadd for us. Thank you very much. That's very useful. And now we will just need to, we'll have to core it, and that will complete another mission for us. Okay, then speaking of missions, I guess we have enough money, we can do the Blessed River. So it will cost admin and Diplo, which is also a bit of a shame, but we have enough of both, we can do it. Mostly it will just mean that everything along the Suran River gets better, brings us more income and stuff. In our days in the Salahad, the desert elves learned the value of always having a water source. and some of Jaddar's first sermons were delivered at the side of an oasis. It is thus not surprising that freshwater bodies have always seemed somehow blessed by Sarhal. The way it sparkles in the sunlight, and the way it refuels the body as Sarhal refuels the soul. And nowhere is more blessed than the Saran River, which feeds and nourishes all Bulvar. So I guess we just invest in waterways, canals, harbors, stuff like that. Sure. And then the next is gonna be the founding of Jadanzar, which is gonna take another 100 admin and 2,000 crowns. And that is gonna upgrade Sarayend and rename it into the Jadanzar over here. So that's gonna be another capital. I think it was a military-focused capital, though I don't remember what military bonuses it gave. We'll have to see. And plus it unlocks the special construction of, well, special military buildings in the city. But okay, so elephants are dealt with. Everything else is still on a truce. In the west, we have also done everything. How long was the treaty with Akashik? 76, so that is also some time. Herpaderp. I guess what? We look at the south. And okay, what the hell was this? Yagab Faru is still here. I thought Yagab Faru was mostly occupied by someone. How come nothing really changed? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so who do they pull in? Irkorzik, which is an OPM in the middle of the desert. When they... Okay, they are allied with these ones down here. That's a bit annoying because they have 40k. Oh, then again... Okay, they are beaten up. Looks like they got... Okay, actually they got beaten up by someone, so it's not even that problematic. Because yeah, my main idea here is we definitely could pick up some more trade nodes. We could get some trade companies going. That's why I want to expand here primarily. Has tributary states and is allied with someone meaningless. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm interested in going to war with Yagab Faru, primarily to pick up these territories, and then I guess maybe something in the western parts as well. We could see about it. So, we need some forces for this. Well, okay, honestly, doesn't look like this army is necessary up here anymore. You can go assist in the south. And these two armies... These two armies we can also send down. And the both of you can come back to these parts. Okay. Oh yeah, do we need any spy networks here? Do they have any forts? Where is the forts? No, they only have a capital fort. Okay. I assume they are quite poor. Well, this is all forted up though. Well, I guess makes sense. These are much richer lands. Holy shit, these definitely are much richer lands. Look at this state. Holy shit. Mr. Devman. They don't even have Dev. What the hell? Yes, yeah. I guess this coastline definitely is doing quite well. They definitely are, well, not how you would expect from your average Sarhal or Africa equivalent. Portnam doing good. Yeah, poor hierarchy. Poor hierarchy. Yeah, they got dumpstered. Retreating back into the caves, same as the gnolls did before them. Not the gnolls, the kobolds. Same as the kobolds. Yeah, how is the serpent's rot doing? Is it spreading? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the serpent's rot is spreading. Ooh, it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse over time. Oh, I guess either it is present or it has ravaged the province. Okay, so once it has ravaged the province, that province is literally just useless. Like, it's literally a useless province, huh? I do wonder why so many people like to play the dwarves. Because all I know is that playing dwarves is the most miserable thing imaginable. It's literally horrible. Why would anyone do it? Oh, you stupid wait. Oh no, I did send you here. Right, I did send you here. Oh, and we can get another general, can we? That's very nice. That's very nice. We do need more generals. Well, okay, not... Eborian is not much of a fighter, but holy hell does he know how to lay siege to a castle. That's good. I always need more siege people. I guess not in this war, though. They literally don't have a single castle. Well, you're gonna be useful in the future. You're gonna be useful in the future, I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that much. So... Up next. I guess we wait a little bit. We wait a little bit until, again, I want to have like 1,500 or maybe 2,000 in the bank at any given point. But then we can upgrade Jadd and Zar. Okay, looks like everyone is mostly in their places. So, Yagab Faru. Hello. I'm sorry, but we're gonna kick in the door. And yeah, now it's nice having the Great Holy War. I don't need to... I don't need to make any spy networks anywhere to claim. I said I don't need to fabricate claims. That's exceedingly useful. I'll see. Sure, we will send... Sure, I will send you over here. You can split up. Send you in here. And we'll see how... Also, okay, what ideas do they have? Do they also have defensive? Of course they have defensive, because every AI ever just takes defensive ideas. Because that is the only thing that they do. Yeah, mostly that just means attrition hell. Always and forever. Oh yeah, what advisors do we have? The mission... At this point, the missionary strength advisor definitely isn't what I really want. Inflation reduction. Inflation reduction would be for hoping for the good event, or just production. Production efficiency does also give monthly reform progress, which I did say it is very much appreciated, because how many reforms do we still have left? We have 2 more reforms, which this one I think divine rights I guess, yeah, we don't... I guess divine rights very much would be something that the Jadd would take. It's another tolerance of the true faith, and it does give war score cost reduction versus other religions. But honestly, I'm always a fan of the Kingdom for the People, giving 1 more policy slot, because I think currently all 3 policy slots which we have are free. So we could definitely pick up a 4th policy slot, because I have a lot of policies that I want to use. Then again, regional representation would also be extra good for the Jadd. We have a lot of territories. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be very good, but also a very tough choice. So hence, I do want that reform progress. And then the last one is also just very good. I mean, mostly for political absolutism. But yeah, so I guess let's switch up the missionary. We don't really need those 2% strength. And sure, let's go for Caladora. Bring us some production efficiency. Yeah. Production, that'll be more income. Just good across the board. Just good across the board. Our command agent isn't faring too well by the looks of it. Well, the command, I assume at this point they definitely are counter-espionaging us. Which would be it would be crazier if they didn't. You can also get split up at this point. So, okay, we are okay, at least it's all one continuous mass. We are just fighting everyone here. That's good to know. Okay. Slowly but surely taking everything where we go. Spy network construction speed, thank you very much. Thank you very much for more spy networks. I do love them. Oh, and that's an army. Like half of their main force, well, half of their total force. Not half bad, as far as they go. And Yeah, I think also these lands, I at least imagine, shouldn't be overly good. So I do want to see how expensive, or rather how cheap it's gonna be to pick all of this up and core it. Okay, you can march on them. You can leave these territories. Oh, that's an absolutely terrible first roll, but... Oh, what's this? The second 0? Come on, give me something nicer. Well, okay, that's more like what I expected. Okay, they are gathering up their troops. They are gathering up their troops in the north a little bit. Oh, that was an incredibly lucky siege victory. Also, wait, can I... Oh yeah, we can steal some maps from Benvarji. Maps. Give me maps on... What is this? Daonako. Yep, that's 34 provinces. Very cool. I think that is... Yeah, that should be the entirety of this coastline. Oh, and Varen is here. Okay, well, I guess to be expected. They have... And yeah, Buselar. They have made colonies and whatnot. Okay, at least now we see the entirety of these lands. And ooh, there is some... Ooh, there's a funky obelisk here. Standard Ananoma. Well, okay, it's not that... I assume it's something for the lizards. I assume these obelisk things and whatnots likely have something to do with the lizards. Ooh, that's a big obelisk. Though it's not even present in modifiers. Well... Lizards. I'm playing with the lizards. Should be fun. I want to do it at some point. Good lizarding. Who doesn't like a good lizarding? Okay, and they are stacking their troops. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, shit. Well, where did you pop out from? Oh, that's literally just a... That's literally just a stack of artillery. I have a feeling our 15k men will beat them. Yeah, well, that was very, I guess, lucky. We barely lost anything. Okay, I think here the plan is I need to break through and piece them out. That is Makarov and Negafama. we don't have any borders currently. I don't overly care about anything from them. But okay, we have some money in our pockets, so we should be able to do the founding of Jeddanzar. So let's go. Where is this? Up here. There we go. Currently Sarhal. It's already a quite nice place. 26 development. Has a bazaar and everything. Yeah, it's a cool place. And well, once Sarhal was a rival, a central bastion of the false sun cult belief. They even dared attack us when we were celebrating our victory over the Knoll, threatening to dim our light just when it was first coming into view. But that is all in the past, and we have risen to a level far beyond them, or even the Phoenix Empire they dreamed of restoring. So too should we leave behind the past of Sarhal province. It is time to replace the aged palace complex with a city open to all. It is time to construct a testament to glory of the Jadd and the wonder of Sarhal. It is time to build Jeddanzar. So that's some money and admin. Okay, and then we also get the option to switch places, and I think here it is, Jeddanzar. So, oh yeah, okay. Now, yeah, Jeddanzar was a military city, and it has 10% siege ability. I had forgotten about it entirely. That is incredibly based. That's incredibly based. Also, the prestige decay is absolutely irrelevant, but siege ability is very worthwhile. Though, I guess that doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, we will be moving there right away. I think there is no reason not to. Siege ability is because more siege ability means quicker sieges, means less attrition. So that's just about perfect. It's our main killer at this point, and not battles. So that's that. Now, I do think there was... is that in the decisions now? Yep, it's in the decisions, so we can build specific military buildings in Jeddanzar. Namely, the Herald's Wall, the Sarhalic Barracks, and the Jeddanzar Academy. So, what was it? The Herald's Wall was... yeah, the Herald's Wall was... shit. It's prestige from land battles and local defensiveness. It doesn't matter at all. The Sarhalic Barracks just gave, yeah, like a lot of local manpower and recruitment time decrease, which is, you know, 10,000 manpower is... It's not... it's negligible, but it's something. But then the Jeddanzar Academy was... oh, it wasn't as good as I remember. I thought it had something with army tradition or professionalism. But I guess another free leader and a free military policy. That is quite okay. That's quite okay. So I think we will start... yeah, just start building the Jeddanzar Academy. Which is, the forces of darkness steep themselves in deceit and trickery to combat the strength of the Jadari legions. Such underhanded tactics are of no use against the cunning and foresight of our generals. At the Jeddanzar Academy, we will train the finest young military minds in the arts of strategy and warfare, so that they may cut through the night and strike true at our foes. So, yep, putting the academy into production, well, into construction. And hello, Time's ticking. Nice to see you stopping by once again. We're currently involved in a bit of a fighting in the south. Because everywhere else is, well, mostly full with truces currently. Yeah, I'm not really interested in truce breaking. At least not now, not for some time. So, and yeah, also we did clean up the elephant command, where once it was, now there is nothing. So, yeah, for now, just messing around here. Making our way through, trying not to suffer too much attrition, but, well, they do have some forts built up. That does slow us down a little bit. They have to be taken. Have you gotten artificers yet? Staying magic or going hybrid? Yeah, that was. I think that was last. Was that? I think that was last time on Monday. We did get artificers, and honestly, I was considering to maybe even go full artificery. But I didn't do it in the end because we do have the special Jaharian statute for the mages, and it's quite good. So we went hybrid. We went hybrid because I very much just do want the artificer bonuses and everything, and it was already very much paid off because it's not. We haven't yet gotten it, but damn, I forgot again where it was. Here, so we haven't yet finished the first invention. I don't think. I guess, okay, we get the ones that are by default available. I guess I even forgot to check them out. Oh, we got Vorpal bullets for free. I definitely do want Vorpal bullets, but I ended up going with the Brillites. So we're gonna get something quite random every 5 years, right? And currently we have one thing already researching, which is one of the best, I think, artificer inventions I have seen. It was the sun beams, sun lances, something with sun, and it gives 20 siege ability. So when we get there, that's gonna be perfect. And I guess, and yeah, Vorpal bullets are just morale damage. Quite good, isn't it? I think while we don't have anything else, might as well put it in there. Okay, and also, I might have to mute from time to time. There might be some background noise. Don't know if it's coming through or not. No, mercenaries. Mercenaries going away and new ones appearing. Very interesting. So do we maybe need... Okay, here nothing for now, but okay, well yeah, good to know, good to know. Ooh, that's a lot of boyos. You know, maybe we can get back from there. Again, I don't really want to fight them overly much. We do have the manpower, but we can also spend the manpower on doing more useful things instead of losing it in these battles. So, I guess what we could... We already have a decent amount of war score against Negafama. I feel like I just need to push through, get some war score with Makarov, or however that would be pronounced. peace them out, break some alliances, do the usual thing. I guess we have just made a pathway. Where is their capital? It's a jungle. Sure, we will beeline for their capital. Maybe take some provinces along the way. Mostly just need to get them out of the fighting. Well, evidently they do like their mercs, don't they? Oh yeah, they have gone up to 200... Wait, they had 40,000 men. How many mercs have they purchased? 160. Yeah, they have picked up 160,000 worth of mercenaries. What are you doing? Please. Please. Alright, it's getting a bit much for me myself in the background. I will call it for like, I know, take a break for like 5 minutes or something. And I will see, maybe I will have to call it short for today, we'll see. But I will be back in a few minutes either way. And then I guess we'll see if it goes for any more today or not. So yeah, BRB. Alrighty, sorry about that. Took a bit longer than I thought it would. But at least shouldn't have been more than 10 minutes, I hope. And also, I think that shouldn't be a problem for today anymore. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. We'll see. So, back to all of this. What the hell was even happening? Because I honestly wasn't paying attention for a bit there. Yeah, they have cooked up 200,000 mercenaries. So I guess let's call in these troops as well. I was keeping them in reserve. But, looks like we need them on the front. So... And then what? In the meanwhile... We are through... Wait, this is... These are the wrong regiments. 8 and 7, yeah, those are the right ones. Oh, and there we go. Sunbeam armaments. Well, I did speak about these ones before we left. For eternity, Sarhal has fought the eternal struggle against the forces of darkness, so that we might live in his light. Now, today, he gives us another gift, the ability to channel his light in order to deal death and destruction in massive quantities. Though the intricate mirror arrays required to channel his energy are expensive, it is a paltry sum compared to the awe of channeling all of his might into narrow beams that eradicate all in their path. So, we have laser cannons. That's pretty cool. And I guess by the sound of it, that would be a Jadd unique invention. I didn't know there would be unique inventions, I guess. I assumed it would be all... Oh, I guess there is a... Well, I guess, yeah, there is a cultural tab, so special, religious, so I guess any Jadd culture can get Sunbeam armaments. And for only 10 artifice capacity, they give 20 siege ability. They are absolutely insane. And then what? There is also a racial one. Now I guess it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't tell it. Okay, it doesn't even say the name before you have it unlocked. Okay. So I guess now we just, well, we keep on inventing. Get back to it. So, what option? So I guess now it should be back to more normalized things. So what options do we get? Plane of water teleporter, trade range, and trade steering. Not bad, but I don't think it would be worth it for the capacity. -2 national unrest though. The promoted cultures don't really matter, but -2 unrest is very good. Living mirrors. Sure, go with those. We will make I think they are TVs. I think they're meant to be literally just televisions. Also, have I lost a general here somewhere? I feel that might be the case. Well, we can get another... Oh no, okay, they just been unassigned. I guess, sure, get back in the field. And, honestly, just stay here. I don't think we need to take over much more land. I think all we really do at this point is keep what we have occupied and piece them out when possible. Oh, also, I have forgotten we do have access to war magic, but will we be fighting a lot more? I don't think we will. So I might keep it off for this war. Come on, get in there. Why did they go in for... How goddamn slow are you? Well, okay, doesn't matter, we still crushed them. One way or another. Okay, there go the cores, very nice. Are there... Okay, that will take them very long to take over. Oh, ow. And that's just adventurers wanted. Why such a big pop-up for an adventurer thing? Oh, that's stability. Hear my voice, heed my call. A raving madman had barged into the town square in a fit of lunacy. Their breathing was labored and as ragged as their clothes torn in pieces, and tearing still from their own hand. Crowds of workmen and women cleared as they screamed and wailed, their body contorting in ways never meant for human bodies, spewing a hideous tar-like liquid from their mouth. The townsfolk could only watch as the man, a family member of a house of grim repute, further mangled themselves against their own will, helpless and unable to do anything as the tar filled their eyes and his strange screaming filled their ears. The man then lay there, silent, still in a crumpled heap as guardsmen surrounded it. Seconds passed, then minutes, and it seemed like the nightmare, horrific as it was over as quickly as it began, until it started shifting again. With a cursed yell, a sound many still can picture with perfect clarity to now, it returned. An unnatural calmness slathered on every cursed syllable it spewed. It twisted its head to the side and began to speak of the future, of bleak skies and plague, of flames and hordes of the soulless, before ending his tirade with a laugh that twisted the mind as much as it twisted its own body. I think that's because we have a raving madman or whatever it was, adventurer thingy. Yeah, the House of Evil. The House of Evil active. So I guess if you leave these unattended for too long, at some point they can trigger these bigger events. So we lose one stability, which actually at this point, it's not good. But I think at this point losing stability is nowhere near as much of a problem as it used to be at some point. If we really need to, it's not that expensive to boost it, even up to +3. And we have, I think we have plenty of events that just give us stability. But maybe, I guess maybe it would be worth it to give the adventurers some bonuses. Where was the I guess the generous quest rewards would just be a general increase in them removing problems. Spirit Hunters. Where was the Monster Hunter? Yeah. It is a bit of a shame that all the, sponsoring all the different adventurers does reduce absolutism. And we are sort of teetering. We are just barely above 100, and I really would want to keep absolutism as high as possible. And honestly, well, if we lose, one stability or something once in a while, is it really that much of an issue? And no, I didn't notice that these guys have occupied some provinces. That's annoying. We'll send an army up there. Deal with them. Actually, send these guys, they might have to retake the fort. Okay, currently we have 96 siege ability. Almost 97. So I am pretty sure it caps out at, what was it, 90, I think. But God forbid we attack someone who doesn't have a lot of fort defense. We literally will be getting 3-day siege phases, which is always fun to do. Just capitulating even the biggest forts in just a week's time. And goddamn, they... why did they hire so... I guess they had the money saved up. They had the money saved up, so they decided to get some mercs. Oh, you're not willing to surrender, are you now? I guess we will take their other fort. We will take their other fort, plus maybe something else that could be useful. Vanity project. Yes, sure, pay the money. That's also a free temple. Which gives us taxes. Oh, that was... Oh, we made it in time. Good to see, so we can unsiege those provinces too. God damn, they have a lot of defenses here. What is this? Local fortifications, increased defensiveness, defensive mentality, privy council. Ah, Christ, so many. Why do you have so many defenses? Why does everyone have so many defenses? Why do they? Oh, and what's this? Another peculiar man. Lucian Carter. The Driftwood Pirates of Drollakand, who hunt the eastern Divenhall. No stolen and jury-rigged boats cannot stand up to a fully protected trade flotilla. So, as beggars can't be choosers, they happily pounce on unexpected but accessible opportunities that gnolls might ignore. The small dhow floating under the grey sky was clearly one such target, with not a single cannon showing on deck. Seizing it went smoothly for the experienced pirates. Not a single wound was taken, and the ambushed crew quickly surrendered. Fortunately, the hold was not completely empty. Unfortunately, it seemed to have nothing of any value whatsoever. It was almost entirely taken up by a few crates of strange contraptions with unclear purpose, and similarly befuddling methods of use, and vast reams of paper dense with text. Still, with the approval of the pirate Akal and the help of some gnollish contacts in Nathalair, the crew's ransom might yield the gold that the ship did not. The day was done, and the Driftwood pirates headed back to Betalis, content with the simple profits for a simple opportunity taken. Or so they thought. Because among this crew was a very strange man, not at all like most others the Drollas had encountered. Prisoners are supposed to be swimming in a mix of shock and fear, but this Lucian Carter was instead incessantly trying to make conversation in a mixture of common and broken Bulvari, in a friendly tone. Not even the threat of chains and gags dimmed the brightness of his face, as he asked prying questions of our faith in Sarhal and dropped offhand mentions of new discoveries in the West. This was clearly a matter for the pirate Akal, and so upon arrival in Betalis, he was delivered to the Akal's hideout, and surely her forbidding demeanor would put the proper fear in this strange man. Surely. What the hell does this mean for us? We get 700 crowns, we get a frigate, and in 5 years we get 1 Lucian Carter, 1 Peninsula, 1 God. I remember something about this event in my previous playthrough, but I do not entirely remember how it unfolded. I guess we'll see in 5 years. We'll see in 5 years how it unfolded. Okay, and another temple has been repaired. Excellent. Along the river. Yes, repairing everything along the river does take first priority. But okay, I think with another temple repaired, we surely... Okay, we can also complete... I guess since our cores are finished, we can also complete the source of the Telebay mission, which did require the elephant territories. So, the Telebay, if I'm not mistaken, is this river running down here. Now then, the first river we crossed when foraying into Hades, the Carunyana, carried wealth beyond imagination in porcelain creations. But when we crossed the Telebay, it became clear that the riches of Hades were remarkable in their diversity as well, from the weapons that flow from Lapnam Arik to the silver of Pungion. And we hear of even greater riches upstream, a font of gems unending at the river's source. It is time to send an expedition up the river to ensure all that wealth is put to its proper purpose, glorifying Sarhal's name. Well, that gives us some claims. I guess they mean the Verkalozavar. It is a gem place. Sadly, though, gems are a bit fallen off, and so is Verkalozavar. Not much going on in the place, really. And okay, that gave us claims on this entire area, which is very nice. And now, okay, looks like they have peaced out. So, yeah, Arav Quelin did eat a little bit down here in the south. Dahui only took one province. I guess because they now are getting chomped down by the command. Yeah. The command is at 200k. Well, soon enough we will be rocking up to them. So, okay. And I guess, who is Arav Quelin fighting? Oh, Arav Quelin is... I guess that because they are still in an alliance with the Dahui, but... I don't think it... I doubt they can even really get to the command. Well, I guess, okay, Jiansang is also involved. Oh, Jiansang actually has 100,000 troops. So... and they are caught up in technology. Well, again, even if they won't beat the command, I am hopeful that they could at least put up a fight. If nothing else, I would hope so. But I guess we'll have to see about that. How long do we still have of a peace? Yeah, we still have a few years of the truce left with the command, so I doubt we will make it in time for this war. But speaking of the command, we do have another mission done here, which does involve them. So, the banks of the Carunyana. Of the many rivers that flow into the Gulf of Rohan, none is as rich as the Carunyana. From the dizzying array of porcelain creations that flow unceasing from the kilns of the porcelain cities, to the fascinating philosophic ideas that emerge from the scholar boats that cruise its waters. All the wealth of Hades can be found amidst it. And when it is part of the Jadd, it will bring all the more glory to Sarhal's name. Well, it is largely a part of us now. So, and this gives us a bunch more claims on the command. Very nice. Admittedly, the claims are a bit weirdly placed. Primarily, I do not understand why this area Tiltagar isn't part of it. Because if I'm not mistaken, the next mission even specifically requires that we take Tiltagar. Yeah. It requires Tiltagar, which is right here, but the previous mission did not give us a claim on it. Well, that's just a bit weird. It doesn't really cause any problems, but usually you do get a full claim for everything that the next mission requires. But oh well. And then, okay, I didn't even see that this is also automatically completable. I guess, yeah, again, for money and admin power, we can turn Sarisung into a potential capital. So currently it's Sarisung, it would be renamed to Eistrelair. I do not remember what their bonus was. I think it was something... Was it something like idea cost related? Might have been something, because it's the big philosopher city. So I think it was like idea cost or tech cost. And it also does have the Divine Symposium, which I didn't get to use it often last time, because you have to have your capital there, and I found that to be a bit problematic. But okay, well, I guess we do have the money. Actually, I guess what is the money being saved up for currently? Because those constructions are ongoing. I think we still need to construct a highway, don't we? Yeah, we still have the highway in Dujat, which actually is only 1,000. And 200 admin. You know what, sure, let's start building the highway in Dujat. I think we now control the entire territory of it. So... Dujat was even all the way back here. True. I guess, yeah, we don't have the road connection in between. So, sure. Rebuild the Golden Highway. And I think that should be... Because all the way here, the Golden Highway... Oh no, the Golden Highway hasn't been built here. Well, we'll have to build it further up north as well. I guess in Upper Yanshan and North Yanshan, if I remember correctly. Or the Yanshan Coast? Maybe it was the Yanshan Coast, yeah. Well, that is that for the time being. Back to this war, which is stretching out a bit much. Well, okay, we can peace out Makarov. Can I break any of your treaties? That sure would be nice. At least with Binvarji. I guess if we take this fort, that should do it. Pleasure barge is on the move. Well, there goes more development. Oh, and another temple has been repaired. Right, I forgot about the temples. I forgot about the temples. So we can definitely start... Okay, I guess we need to be at peace to start repairing temples. So, once again, let me finish the war. God damn it. Let me finish the war. Okay, so... okay, we can break an alliance, get them out of the fighting. Sure, that's all I need from you. Peace out. Peace out, bozo. Now... Nigafama, we can also... Well, yeah, we actually have some substantial war score against them. So, I will break... Again, break some of their alliances. And I guess we can take money. They have a substantial amount of money available. And... do we want war reparations? We can get war reparations, sure, just all the funding. And then leave it at that. Okay, that then leaves just Yagab Faru. So from them, if I remember, all our cores finished, so we can take up to 100%. And I am mostly interested in picking up everything that they have over on this side. I want to connect our lands, plus I just wanna get territory for trade companies. So this is only 50. Oh, okay, I guess actually we'll see what the prices really are on the coring costs. And then how do we spread over on this side? I guess pick up things along here. I mostly want to get some borders. If we get extra borders, that means we can... Okay, that's a bit too much. Okay, we can do something like that. Go along the river. It will be substantial coring prices. But nothing else really. Or I guess we could take less land and take more money instead. But I think no, we are the Jadd. We need land instead of money. All things considered. Just have to wait for a diplomat to be available. And that's gonna be that. A lot of territory. That's a lot of territory. Though it's not the most if we consider development. I guess I didn't really check what the development here is on average. Okay, there are some good provinces here. But by and large, it's old Nollish territory, so really, yeah, not too much to be expected. The vast majority is in the single digits. So how much will it... Okay, actually, yeah. So the coring cost that it showed us previously was the raw, I guess. But with all of our discounts... Yeah, with all of our discounts, it's... I guess we have 50% coring discounts currently. So it's only 100... Wait, no. Oh no, wait, no, this is only what we currently can core. So I guess it actually is the full 300. Yeah, it actually is the full 300. So that's a bit expensive, I guess. We haven't had to spend that much admin in quite a while. But I guess while we save up the admin to continue the coring, we can already start religiously converting the provinces that we took. Also, I will promote our admin advisor. I guess we do need more admin after all. And yeah, start converting just about everything here that we can manage. There are no forts here, like, at all. Which does mean revolts will be a bit problematic. I might consider constructing some new fortifications. And okay, almost again clicked a button, which I didn't want to click. So, monkey thieves. Monkeys are well-known thieves in the villages, but the rending has brought a more troublesome issue to the people of Jiangji: spirit monkeys. Catching these thieving primates was already a tough task, but now they're gained the strange ability to turn solid whenever they want. This means they can easily slip through walls and barriers, making their thievery even more vexing for the folks of Jianjian. Okay, so what's the problem? Sure, we can spend 100 gold, pay some adventurers. Why not? Why not? And yeah, we get new trade goods. Oh, glass! That's cool. Plus, this is a high development province. 24 development, all things considered. Wool. In what's Ruxrat? Okay, well that's okay. And spices. Ooh. Crozalin. Sure. Decent enough trade goods. I won't say no to those. Okay, get everyone out of there. So, how are we looking? Manpower is okay-ish. Money is going up. How's the exemplary doing? Oh, actually, we will, in half a year's time, we'll be able to do another exemplary. Just in time for the draft. Let's go. Good stuff. And stuff, yeah. No, I slightly underestimated the administrative impact that this all would have. But it's not that bad. Also, yeah, how do the trade regions look? So that was a lot of that territory was Golcora. Yeah, these parts were Golcora, but we did take some additional provinces that belong to, what is this place? Harakseta. Okay. Are there any goods here that I particularly care about? Oh, there is an entire spice province. But yeah, I have a feeling I might just assign all of it. Once we convert it all, I might just assign it to trade companies. Honestly, I'm not too worried, especially about like these former Nullish territories. Turning them into trade companies might just be the best and easiest thing to deal with them. Okay, and then I guess where do I need to relocate our armies? What are we looking at in the near future? In a year's time, we will be able to fight Mo Huang. In 2 years' time, we will be able to fight the command. Well, the command is much more important, all things considered, but we do have just a bunch of claims in Mo Huang, so it would be a shame to not do anything about it. Also, when was the peace with Bussilar? 75. Yeah, they are all a bit tightly packed, which is a slight problem. Okay, we can score some more provinces. Okay. Yeah, trade. Damn, okay. I assume what? Switching our capital. One thing that switching our capital does do is it really messes with our trade income. Because, yeah, the trade capital moving as well, it is inconvenient. It would be nice if the trade capital was removed from the capital, but I guess we just have to work with it. Because I guess what has happened over here? 47%. Who are you people? How many ships are you people funneling in here? Because yeah, we literally are the only ones that have provincial trade power. So everyone else... I guess, yeah, they are getting 20... How does this make any sense? How is Van Difa making... They only have a merchant... I feel like I might have to start embargoing some people. I've never used embargoes in my life. What do they actually do? Reduces the trade power of their traders in nodes where we have power. This will also reduce our trade efficiency, unless they are rivals. So it might not be... depending on how big the efficiency reduction is, it might not be worth it per se. Well, okay, for now I guess we just leave it as it is. And these armies we can start... Okay, yeah, all three of you start making your way over to the east. And that's where you're gonna be needed. Also this army in the north. And everything else is fine. Oh yeah, also I still have an army on the Isle of Tef. But okay, yeah, we actually don't have any unrest here. So you should really be brought back home. I need more transports over on this side of the world. Let's build up some... How many? Like, if we can... 2 runs. I guess first of all we can upgrade all of you. And get 4 more ships. 4 more transports. Okay, that's 4 more transports. Oh, I also forgot I have light ship. I have so many random light ships over here, but I'm not really making use of the trade nodes yet. I guess we do have... Because we could do something along the lines of... I know, it's a bit problematic that we have both Bahar and Brassan, so I guess we could push out from Brassan into the Mother's Sorrow. And then just collect the leftovers in Bahar, which is I think what we're currently doing. Yeah. Like it does get problematic because there are a lot of people here that are leveraging ships for trade power. I guess, well, I should be doing the same as well, I guess. Also, all of you, please, oh, General died. Well, General dies, that means it's time for a new General. Who the fuck are you? 4422 with almost 100 army tradition. No, sir, you can just... You know where the door is. You know where the door is. Get out of here. Disgusting. Now, okay, 5533. Now we're speaking. Now we're talking. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Not the best in the world, but far from the worst. Also, okay, all of you are being very... It would be nice if there was an option to construct new highways as well, not just repair the old ones. I would very much want to build one down here, or I don't know, down here into the Nullish lands. Either way, something to make this path a little bit less torturous. Okay, we almost have everything getting cored. We almost have everything getting cored. That will be good. Start making your way over. Okay, also, how is the... Okay, magical studies, demand effort, work harder. So how is the command doing? They are losing troops. Looks like they are in a fight actively right now. And well, Jiansang still has 100,000 kicking. Dahui also has 40k. And ooh, Dahui has switched over to the Mystic Accord. That's neat, so I guess they're trying to appease the spirits. And I am interested, how many mercenaries is the command? Well, okay, they have 50 mercenaries, they don't have that many anymore, they're not relying on them. But it's still substantial, considering that they have that many mercenaries, even though we're not even fighting them or anything. No, Telerian, you were the best commandant. You were one of the best, if not the best. Served us very long, very well. We could get Morapont the Kind, though we would have to promote them all the way. No other real options. No other real options from what I see. Sure, we'll... sure, yeah, we'll take you and just promote you up some levels. Get you up to +3. And I guess, alright, so we are at peace. We are at peace, which means we can take a look at the temple restorations once again. Because we still have a few temples in our land that aren't repaired. Oh, well, yeah, we don't have the admin currently. But okay, so we aren't repairing any temples, which means we are down to the basic cost. We are down to the 50 of each and a little bit of money. Highway is getting built. Okay, and some separatists... Okay, some separatists are actually... Oh, this is over in the east. Well, okay, good thing that our armies are just about to arrive. So hopefully they'll be able to deal with all that. Conversion successful. I guess let's see. Let's start repairing one of the temples. I think one of the temples we have is entirely destroyed, so that will take a longer time to repair. Where is it? Yeah, this one, until 89 in Sigagisbad. This is, yeah, up on the command border. Sure, that will take, yeah, what is that? Close to 20 years. I guess it's 15 years. So start working on that one. Start working away on that. Okay, peace with Mo Huang is over. I think by the looks of it, I will for now ignore Mo Huang and instead go for the command. We have to wait a year, but I think it will roughly take us a year to get all of our armies over here and in place. And so on. And then, and plus, they might still be involved in the fighting in Dahui. And it would be nice if we could attack them in the back. Oh yeah, they have claims on the entirety of Dahui. That's... Ooh, that's scary. And okay, the Dahui military has been properly beaten up. I don't think Arav Quelin is contributing anything. Jiansang... my assumption is that Jiansang is responsible for any casualties that the command has taken. I doubt anyone else would really be capable of it. And okay, we can get... We can move our troops over from the Isle of Tef. No risk of separatism or uprisings here, so they can go and join the front. Is what they can do. Though I guess it would be quicker to instead send them down here. Work in garrison duty. Then again, I guess for the command we will need everyone we can get. Because currently, what? Currently we have 4 armies. 4 armies, 5 armies total. 5 armies, what? 150k on the command border. Would be nice to get a little bit more. Yeah, also, in the Spirit Ward menu, so we have imprisoned Denbasana and, who was it, the Tungayasa. So who would be the next ones? I guess Hukai Telabi? It looks like we own most of that territory, if not all of it at this point. Karonyana will still take some time. So where is it? Hukai and Telabi. Masterful twins. Sure, we'll select them as our current main target, so to say. So with this territory, I think, yeah, we have some temples here that aren't. Specifically, the temple in Lapnam Amrik isn't repaired, if I remember correctly. So we should deal with that. Oh, and actually, would you look at that? Arav Quelin has actually made their way over to command territories. So that's 100k from them, 100k from Jiansang. And okay, the command is actually attacking Jiansang, which does mean... It does mean they will actually see some fighting and they will hopefully put their manpower to use. And Dahui is trying to hold on to something. And okay, this is the one I was waiting for. The second, or I guess 4th total Gomo division, and this is the Gomo Artificer Division in Jigqingcheng. It was in the jungles, if I remember correctly, somewhere in a jungle city. The Gomo branch office in Jigqingcheng has driven the competition in the city to new heights. Almost every month, a guild or workshop releases a new design or experimental weapon. The Gomo has become more and more involved in the industry, funding research groups, patronizing craftsmen, and investing in joint ventures with other guilds. Well, would you look at that? They're just nice. Doing what's best. They seem to be interested in taking their involvement even further and have petitioned us to grant them charter for the expansion of their branch office. They now wish to found a fully fledged Gomo Artificer Division based in Jigqingcheng. Allowing this would lead to a definite increase in their influence, but refusing might lead them to re-evaluate their investments entirely. So, what nice thingies will they give me? When this popped up for the first time, it said something about flamethrowers. So, is it flamethrowers? I doubt it will be, but I guess it will be something relating to artificers. We get infantry fire plus 0.08. Well, I guess that represents the overall investment that they have in weapons development. But it is like, it could have at least been 0.1. I mean, it could have at least been a nice round 0.1 infantry fire. As it stands, it's what? It's 1/20th of what we currently have. It's 1/20th of our current infantry fire. That's just not a lot. That's not a lot, really, is it now? Especially considering that infantry fire will almost double at the end of the game. Yeah, it's... I guess at least it's good that it's gonna be useful whatever we do, regardless of anything. But it's a bit of a drop in the ocean. It's a bit of a drop in the ocean. Yeah, a bit of a shame about that one. Oh, more horse races. Eeny, miny, mo. Who do we go for today? I don't think I go for green often. Surib jockey riding an Avamizan purebred. Sure. You're gonna be the one. And obviously all the money. Boom. And they're off. Red pulls ahead, but the crowd wonders if he will be able to keep up that speed for the whole race. Purple and green are close to each other and try to trip one another. Bad as a Brazani and an Anzabadi, those two, only to be overtaken by white, followed closely by orange. Blue's jockey, on the other hand, has lost control and blue has left the field. Well, that's so much for that one. Behind the remaining horses, red, who has significantly slowed down, is following green, who has lost the duel with purple. White manages to keep its lead and takes the prize, followed by orange and purple, while green and red arrive last. Well, so much for that. I guess if nothing else, I wanted to pick blue for a moment. Good thing I didn't pick blue. At least avoided that shame. Oh shit, what the hell happened here? Yezel Mora exists again. Huh? Yeah, Yezel Mora exists and is independent and everything. They broke away from Catalasha. How the hell did that happen? Well, sure, the ogres are back in control. Get out of my swamp. That's what they said and that's what they did. That's what they said, that's what they did. Okay, and I think we can start moving all the armies actually to the command border. Because, how much do we have on the truce? Okay, I guess we have a bit more than half a year until the truce with the command runs out. Though I am thinking I will likely call it today before we go into that war, because it was... We still have like 20 minutes or something, but I think with everything going on today, I will call it a little bit sooner than usual. We still have to finish up the cores, do this and that. But yeah, might wrap like, I don't know, 10 minutes sooner than usual. Okay, so we can do some conversions. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can get the next diplomatic tech. Sure. So that is primarily new ships. Also, no naval attrition for staying out at sea. Well, I guess that wasn't really all that important to us. We're not really doing cross-continental stuff. Okay, so now technologies will be on the back burner for a little bit. We have to wait until the ahead of time penalty for military technology ticks down. Sure. And also, the next military tech, not as impactful. It does give military tactics and a decent amount of cavalry shock. Also new cavalry and new infantry units. And holy shit, our spy in the command really isn't having a good time. They just are getting found out all the time. Okay, we are racking up quite a bit of money again. So some things need to get built. What do we have? What would be interesting? What would be good? Well, I think for one, we need to continue repairing the old canals in Bolvar. This would be the Great Bolvari Watercourse for 1500 crowns. Sure, start working on it. So all the rest... Oh yeah, we can also start restoring some more temples. 76, 77... Okay, I think if we do the one in... I think the one in Lapnam Amrik is quite central. If we do this one, we might be able to imprison another spirit. So sure, we're gonna invest and start repairing it. I think Anbenar modified spying. Maybe Command has espionage skill. It's really hard to build spy networks in the game overall. I guess... I don't know, is it hard? I guess I definitely do tend to see a bit more spy detection than I guess in a usual EU4 game. But I know the command definitely does have a lot. They have 70, almost 77 spy detection. Well, I assume for one, they definitely are counter-spying us. I think that would be a given. They do also have espionage ideas themselves. What else? I think not. They don't... Oh yeah, they do also have foreign spy detection in there. Yeah, just honorable service in their own ideas, so that definitely helps along. So, yeah, I guess it just has happened that they have stacked a few things that have helped. Also, good thing we looked, because they have picked up quantity ideas. That's bad. The command has picked up quantity ideas. Me no likey. Me no likey. That's... Well, then again, honestly, all things considered, if they had done it sooner, I would be more worried about it. Currently, oh, they have killed all of the Arovkilin military. Of course they have. But honestly, yeah, I'm not that worried about the command anymore. Yeah. If they had gotten quantity sooner, that would have definitely been a bit of a shit the bed moment. But now it's, I guess, all quite okay. Oh, more magic studying. And okay, we need to construct some buildings. So I'm always... Okay, we can definitely upgrade some things. Would be nice if this menu said if you're... I guess, well, looking at the cost could be estimated if we're upgrading or building from 0. Okay, I guess that's all. Okay, this one can be upgraded. I guess in grain provinces we definitely can build. No other use for grain after all. Any good workshops? I guess one excellent workshop. And then maybe some soldiers' households. In all the nice grain provinces. And okay, that's 1800 in the bank. That's only 1800. Okay. Some of the first cores starting to go. I might... Yeah, some of these armies I do want to keep around here. Once they deal with the separatists, I will recall them to the front. Because, taking so much land suddenly, it actually does take a hot minute to convert it all. Though I'm thinking... Actually, holy hell, will we... I might actually just recruit another army, since we're gonna be getting the draft anyways. Yeah, honestly, might as well. Let's put another army in recruitment. Do I wanna put in some artificers? I do, but I guess currently we don't really have any buffs for them or anything. And the .15 infantry fire isn't much to write home about. Let's just do a basic one for... Well, you know what? Maybe we can do it a bit more funky. We can maybe do it like 5 artificers, 5 basic. That could be something. Or maybe 6 and 4. 6 and 4 could be something. So... do I wanna put some in our other armies? I definitely could, I guess, shuffle some in. Okay, we're gonna remove 4 infantry from you. Not a cavalry, just give me an infantry. 4 infantry from you. I guess 4 infantry here. And sure, 4 infantry here. Those are going to be put into new armies, so all of you will get some artificers. Congratulations. Congratulations, and then I guess some for our new army. And yeah, I'm not I know that I could be using the templates, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I've gotten used to just building units normally through this menu, and somehow I don't know. I don't like the fact that it sometimes stacks a lot of units being built in one province. Sometimes I understand that that's a more efficient way to do it. Sometimes it is, as a matter of fact, not a more efficient way to do it. That always irks me a little bit. And okay, the command is really taking over lands. Oh, they pieced out Jiansang? What? Jiansang barely took any casualties. They literally didn't do. They contributed. Fuck all. How the hell have they? You are a disappointment to your entire civilization. Close that off. Okay, split you. You're gonna be the part of the infantry. And now, at this point, I am afraid that... Oh, this shit. Okay, I feel like I just have to drop Greedy Grin as a tributary. They are... It's not even funny anymore. They literally don't give me anything. I wanted to keep them around for the sake of it, but... Honestly, piss off. You're not... cancel the satrapy. Fuck off. Damn, we lose Navy tradition. I think at this point it hurts a little bit, because we actually had some Navy tradition. Not a lot, but, well, now we have none. Oh no, not you. Okay, so now we have some artificers in a part of our armies. It's... Honestly, is there much gameplay practicality in it? No, not really. But is it interesting and a little bit of RP? Yeah, I'd say that's mostly why I do it. Well, and maybe we could potentially pick up some inventions that actually buff the artificers, though I don't know, I do find it that the inventions that specifically buff the artificers, I would say they are only good if you are actually like gnomes or goblins or someone that can run purely artificer armies, at least on the infantry side of things. We will mostly still rely on just basic infantry, and at that point I think it's always just better to fill your artifice capacity with something that is, well, I don't know, actually nationwide bonuses primarily. Okay, we can get another general in. I guess you're gonna do. And our armies are lined up. And okay, so I guess that's about... We still have some armies over here that aren't on the front line, but how much will we have? So that's... what, 90, 150, 180? We have 180 lined up on their borders right away, which almost rivals them. And at this point, I'm willing to assume that quality-wise we are doing... Well, okay, they are dropping off on the mercenaries, so that is actually their army. But, oh, it's look at, they have lost some defensiveness. They are down to, then again, yeah, I think they have lost some. I think they had more than 50 defensiveness. So we will be going in with plus 50 in, I guess more realistically to assume we will have like 30 siege ability, 30, 40, taking into account some province modifiers. But we do have an entire morale above them. They're at 5.7, we are at 6.7. That works out very nicely. Also 20 discipline. We still are very much ahead on the discipline. Okay. So I think we are at a point where we can basically declare the war, but since we are at the end of today, I don't really want to start it and then leave it hanging. So this is gonna be something for next stream. Another big old fight with the command. We do have our claims. Admittedly, not that many claims yet. Though I guess there will be some high development cities here, so... we will actually have to see if I can take all of this in one go or not. It might be a bit much. But I would very much want to take all of this in one swoop. Because then that would give us the next mission, which is, well, a claim on the entirety of the Command Core land. And I definitely want to start taking that from them. But I guess we'll see about those finer details next time. And then, I guess, yeah, that's about that then. Thanks everyone that stopped by. Always a pleasure. And, but yeah, I don't know if I will be... I most likely won't be back tomorrow. And I would assume I will be here on Friday, but it's a little bit up in the air. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll have to see about that one. Either way, I will try to keep things updated in the schedule. So, yeah, fingers crossed that it works out. And then, yeah, I guess... Actually, since I remember, we do need to do War Magic. Because otherwise I always forget. Let's do War Magic. That will be ready for the war. And then, yeah, with that done, I guess, yeah. See ya next time. Bye-bye.